Okay, I'm at Valentine Cave, shooting ISO 6400, f over 6.3. I just crawled through this small tube. Here's the main tube that could go through if I didn't feel like crawling. The main tube continues to the left. What's funny, from a distance it looks like there's another side tube here. As you can see, this one's sealed off. Doesn't go anywhere. Good to know. All right. Notice you'll see some red paint in here. I don't think this is actually litter or vandalism. Notice each piece of red paint, it's next to a nail. So I think it's actually marking the nails they used to do a survey when they were mapping out the cave. This is a really big cave. I think it's like over 1,000 feet long. There are a lot of small caves here, lava beds. This is one of the bigger ones. And it's one of the easier ones. So like no major cliffs and so on. So check it out. There's a intersection here. I think you can go back behind that rock. I'm going to stay to the right though. The main tube goes through there and to the right, but there's a side passage here. So I'm going to go ahead and stay to the right for now, unless I decide it gets too hard for me. But this is a pretty easy cave. I don't think any of it's too hard for me. Might have to take off my backpack so I can fit though. It's kind of wet though. I don't know if I feel like crawling through a lot of wet water. I'm just looking ahead, trying to decide if it's going to be worth doing a belly crawl through all this water. I don't know. I can just take a shower when I get back to the motel. Oh, wow. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, forget it. I'm not going to go this way. I'll go the long way. Oh boy, crouching like down like that kind of knocks the wind out of me because I can't inflate my lungs as much when I'm bent over. All right, in. Yeah, forgot if there's a way back there or not. No, looks like a dead end. Okay, so there's the way out. There's the way I tried to go and chickened out. So, let's go down here. It's funny, the ceiling here, look how it's broken off. Over here, it's a little rough. Over here, it's a little bit rougher still. And then, of course, more breakdown. All right, so let's check it out. Here's another crossover passage. Well, you know what? It's not too wet. Okay. All right, let's see if I can go through here without getting myself all wet. Yeah, I was here last year. Same camera. This is a 24 millimeter lens. That was a 50 millimeter lens. I think the wider is better for caving. But I also had it like f over 1.8 to get the most light. But I've decided no, I think it's better to shrink the aperture a little bit so stuff is in focus. Oh wow, it's gonna be a serious crawl, but not too wet. I mean, it's damp, but there's no puddles. I was gonna take that other side passage. Wow. I feel like I should be wearing gloves to protect my hands. But the thing is, it's so warm in here. It's a really warm cave. I mean, well above freezing, like probably 50 degrees Fahrenheit or more. For crawling around like this, it's pretty warm. I'm wearing a helmet too, even though this is an easy cave, just to make sure I don't butt my head on the ceiling. Plus I got another light on my helmet, in case I need to see what I'm doing. It's funny, I'm watching for bats just in case. I don't think there'll be any bats in here, but once in a while I see a dark spot on the wall. I think, ooh, maybe that's a bat. But no, it's just like a clean spot, dirty spot, or something like that. It's like, man, I got excited for nothing. Notice I'm going downhill. For me, crawling downhill is a little more work than crawling uphill because, you know, I got more weight on my arms than if I was going uphill. Most of the weight on my feet. So, the good news is the floor is easy. It's not like a lot of trip hazards. I'm trying to be gentle too, so I'm not dragging my backpack along. I'm picking it up and over. So basically I have to move my flashlight, I have to move me, I have to move my backpack. So I'm only moving a third at a time. So if this video seems a little slow to you, play it fast forward. Alright. Oops. Alrighty then. I'm almost to the part where I can stand up again. Yay. This caving is a good workout for my arms. Alright, so let me get my backpack on. So there's the main tube down there. This is where I just crawled through. Yes, seriously. Now up here is a side passage I could have come through, but I didn't. As you can see, not only is it nice and tight, you can't really see here, but there's lots of puddles. I don't really want to climb through those puddles. All right. Notice how the floor from this side passage, there's a drop off to this bigger side passage. And then in turn, they both drain down to the main tube. Seeing it's a little bit rough. Notice that gold colored stuff, just like Golden Dome and Hopkins chocolate. Very pretty. So this stuff grows in the really wet caves. Yeah. So check it out. I'm like at a 10-way intersection here. So here's the main tube up to the left. So this will be the back way up and out. There's another tube over there I might do later. There's a small crossover tube here. These are the two tubes I just showed you. And now I'm going to go through here. Notice how uneven the ceiling is. Wow. Okay. Notice it kind of bulges out here, or you could say it gets narrower. And the ceiling, how uneven it is. Notice there's a puddle here. Looks like it's got some mud in it. So, yeah. And again, it's got this gold colored stuff like Golden Dome Cave, and then silver bacteria too. It's a very shiny, bright and shiny cave. There's a way to crawl back through there. Maybe I'll do that later on the way out. And then here, again, the rock itself is gray, but as you can see, there's silver and gold colored bacteria everywhere. So it's almost as pretty as Golden Dome Cave. I think Golden Dome Cave, it closes in the summer too. So this one's open year round because there's no bats. So it's kind of weird how the ceiling's nice and flat here. Somehow I just managed to sag straight down. I'm going to be lazy and walk around it where it's easier though. Breakdown pile of rock on the left. Notice how the floor is really wet. I think there's a way back behind this breakdown pile. I'll worry about that on the way out because I'm going to keep going to the right to go counterclockwise, as seen from above. But yeah, you can see there's plenty of room to climb over the top of this rock pile. Whether there's anything worth looking for back there, I can't remember. I come here once in a while, but I don't really have the caves all memorized. It used to be I visited so few caves, I pretty much had them all memorized, but now I've visited 200 caves, so yeah, they all look the same now. Notice how the floor is very uneven here. It's obviously I'm walking downhill. Not too steep though. A little bit of fun. Notice the rock is more of a reddish here. All sorts of cool colors here. Notice how the tube is getting smaller and smaller. It's just like the reverse of rivers. If you have a water river going out towards the ocean, usually it starts out small and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Lava tubes are usually the opposite. They start out huge because they have the most lava flow, and then they get smaller and smaller as they lose the lava to the side or whatever. Okay. So I need to crawl through here a bit. If I remember right, it gets easier again, so it's worth this little tight spot here, even if it's a little bit of work getting through here. Notice how wide it is here. And notice it doesn't have all that silver and gold bacteria like before. It's pretty much bare rock. Some breakdown rock here too. What's weird, look at this color here. I'm not sure exactly what colors this at. Might be sap from tree roots or something, I'm not sure. Notice the horizontal band here. It's like one little band of rough lava. Interesting. It's weird. Sometimes the ceiling bulges up. Sometimes it's like a gas bubble inflating the ceiling. I don't know if that's always the case or just one of the possibilities. See, here's a place where it looks like the wall bulges out like there's going to be a side passage, but there's no passage, just a dead end. Here's a little bit of that gold-colored bacteria. Not so much in here. Not sure if it's too cold or what. I'm assuming it needs some sort of nutrient, but darn if I know what nutrients it needs. Okay, I think I'm pretty much at the end here. So let me show you the right first. There. So, if you want to keep going, you can keep crawling back through there. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I don't remember how much farther it goes. I'll look at the map and see if I missed half the cave, but oh well. Here's a rock pile somebody made to mark the way out. And then here's a crawl. I think you can crawl through there too, but it's really tight. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go back out the way I came. Notice here at this breakdown pile, it's where there's all this bright stuff on the ceiling. Nice big water drops. Interesting. I doubt it's a coincidence that all this stuff is in one place. Here's another place where the cave bulges out like it almost had another side passage. Not quite. Alright, so now I get to do a little bit of crawling. But I got in, so now I gotta get out. Oh wow, looks like there's a way back here too. I'm not gonna try to bother to climb back there, but yeah. Cool, I'll have to look at the map, see if I'm missing anything important. See if there's anything up here. I think this is dead end. Yeah, there's nothing there. Boring. All right, just checking. All right, so the main tube is straight ahead. There's a breakdown pile here. Let me see if this breakdown pile is hiding any secrets. Can't remember if there's a way back here or not. Oh yeah, jackpot. Let me see if there's an easier way. I don't know. Whoa. There's an easy way around this breakdown pile, or if I should climb over. I might have to pause the video so I can use both hands. Oh yeah, I think I can go over the top here without taking off my backpack or anything. Oh yeah, jackpot. We got cave. We got cave. See, I could have climbed over there, but that's Mr. Chicken to you. Well, if I wasn't shooting video, I could just use both my hands. It would be pretty easy to get through here. Just because I've got my camera in my hand, I have to kind of be a little extra careful. It's a full frame sensor camera, so it's bigger than a GoPro. Oops. Look at this. There's dirt or sand piled up right here. So it's probably coming through cracks in the ceiling. Just saying. Here we go. Here's another place where it sags down to one side. I'll just go to the left to avoid it. So I'm lazy and old. Oh, wait. Well, guess what? This is a dead end for real anyway. So, yeah. Yeah. Fascinating. All right, well, there we go. there's the end of this side passage. My knee pad's not very good. I'm wearing a knee pad. It's actually a plumber's quality knee pad, but yeah. Even plumbers don't usually kneel down in the rock, I don't think. Anyway. Ow. Just hit my head. You notice this dark spot on the wall here means a piece of rock broke off. That's probably way back when it was forming, like not recently. Notice how there's a smooth spot on the ceiling surrounded by rough. Man, I'm getting warm. After I shoot this video, I'm gonna take a break to drink some water. Wow. In a bigger, harder cave, I'd bring water with me. This cave is easy, so I left my water in my car. So I could crawl back through here. It'll actually be easiest if I go over this breakdown pile. Excuse me. So down this hole is the way back to the main passage. The only way out. Now we're back to the part where there's silver and gold-colored bacteria, hydrophobic bacteria, making the cave nice and bright and pretty. At least the walls and the ceiling. The floor, people have been walking on it. So, yeah, not so much. Okay, now I'm in another split. I came from that way to the left, so now I'm going to go through here to the right, see if I can find anything cool. See, there's a passageway through there. All it does is connect the two main passages. So I'm not going to bother to crawl through there. Notice how this one, so you see the wall here, it's got the gold colored bacteria, but this rock on the right, it's nice and smooth. I'm sure people have been touching it and stuff. But over here where people have been walking, even the floor has this stuff. So try not to walk over there, please. Look, but don't touch. Yes, even the floor, if possible. Right, y'all, look how rough the ceiling is here. Here it's so rough, it's almost like cave popcorn. Interesting. So here's the main passage. Over there is where I came through. There's two main passages. That's the thing. They're side by side for a while. That's what makes this kind of a really cool, easy maze. Notice there's like a little small rock fall here, or a lava fall here. Maybe lava rapids. But yeah, kind of neat. Easy enough to walk up and down. Big enough to take a picture. So here's another crossover passage.